All right.
You said.
What brought you to hip hop? Rap. You can start off the question answering with that.
Okay. What brought me to hip hop, starting to rap, is I have a friend. His name is Leandre. He goes by King Leo. Me and him went to college together in Cameron University, and I was the one that was rapping, cussing, all types of profanity, talking about the wrong type of things. I heard his music one day, and he wasn't using no type of profanity, and he was the main inspiration for me to actually rap in the same regards, because he was talking about Jesus, he was talking about Christ, he was talking about God in the same order and fashion without using those type of words, and it sounded good. So I thought that I'm pretty sure I could do the same thing. He's my biggest inspiration, other than God.
Why do you want to rap about Christ and God?
Well, the main reason why I want to rap about Christ and God is because I wanted to relate to others that are dealing with the same issues, the same everyday problems that we deal with as Christians when we're on our walk. And I want them to know that we're in the same boat together, whether that be with certain vices, whether that be with pornography, whether that be with alcohol, whether that be with marijuana, whatever you like doing, coveting, things of that nature. I want them to know that I'm going through the same thing. And I feel like music is the perfect channel for people to relate with when it comes to bettering ourselves.
What about rap or hip hop spoke to you? Like, what connected with your inner person and made you want to just do the art from the beginning?
I feel like what made me connect more was just the style of it, the lifestyle of it, and also just the matter of how not just cool it makes you look, but also just how tethered you are to the style of it and to just the musicality of it all. And with that being said, what I mean is just when you listen to music, that's vibration. And I'm not talking vibration on type of like just God's level or whatever, not God, but like little G's. I'm talking about like just music in a way to where it uplifts you. And those type of vibrations can really make you feel a certain way, not just to the point where it's on a general level, but more specific to where it's endorphins that are really enveloped and actually developing inside of you to the point where you are, changed on an outer level, is what I would say, and inner level. So,
before we get to further down the line, how did rap change the inside of you? How did it? What was it? What about it changed the inside of you? What was lacking and what needed to be changed, or if there was anything lacking? Like, what change did you appreciate about it?
Okay. I feel like if there was anything lacking, it may have just been the inspiration, and because rap is therapeutic for me. So when I write things out, it's almost like journaling. And so if I keep those things in, what it was that was lacking for me is just that being inadequate. And I feel like when I got to the point where I was actually writing and actually making music to where it was not just therapeutic, but actually wholesome for me, that was something that really caused me to be on a different level, and for it to actually develop me as the human being that I am today, the grown man that I am today. Because I'm not knocking like therapists or anything, but like I feel like when you have that talent, you're able to, when it comes to hip hop, when it comes to rap, just music in a general version, it really helps you become uplifted and actually connected on a deeper level to where you're able to, if we want to be real, to actually elevate yourself in general, is what I would say.
Well, what specific inadequacy? What was very specifically inadequate about, if there is anything, like what were you like before hip hop? Would you say hip hop or rap?
Hip hop.
what were you like before hip hop? Like why did you need to talk so much? What was causing the need to vent or get out the frustration?
I think a lack of, I would say, confidence for sure, and also a lack of personality in a way. Because I mean, not saying that weird is bad, but like my weird that I was high school was something completely different and something that, not saying that I wasn't proud of. It was just more so like when I came into hip hop and I was actually able to relate and actually able to be educated in that realm, which that's not the most important type of education, but it's still like the culture of it, I would say, is what, when I wrapped my mind around it, it was really to the point where I was able to develop more as a young man. And like I said, what was really lacking was just me being who I was. And what changed is that I was able to develop completely. And how, I would say, is pulling from different artists that I listen to. And on that level is actually relating to what they were going to as well, just what I'm trying to do with all of my fans. So.
Okay. Would you say you liked, because it sounds like you're touching on identity a lot, about the identity issues, a lack thereof, a lack of personality.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying you didn't have any of that beforehand, or like it was
I would.
If you could go back, do you think you would need? If you could go back with the same knowledge now, do you think you'd need hip hop to discover who you are?
Not necessarily who I am. I think maybe a piece of me, who I am, who I was developing as, because I feel like with music being as powerful it is, I do think that it can be super important. I feel like what I would say as far as developing who I was, that's what God is for. That's what Jesus Christ is for. That's what purpose is for, and how we're supposed to seek that, you know what I mean? And how it's supposed to be intertwined with our souls and with our spirits. I feel like that is the crux of what is used in order to define who I was. Music was just kind of an addition or a supplement, if you will, that actually helped me develop who I am. And so, like, not more so identity, it's more so just the, I guess you would say, stylized version of who I am. It's kind of like building, not even just dressing, but just like who my personality. I mean, I'm a personal person, but like at the same time, I feel like when it comes to music, a lot of people get to know me a little bit better. And I feel like I can express that with those words, and I can express that with the lyrics that I put out, because it's all about relatability at the end of the day, I feel like. And I mean, it's not necessarily about just who's the greatest and also who has the best bars or whatever. Like, it's really about changing someone's perspective and also them provoking their thoughts to where they can actually say, they listen to the set of lyrics and they're like, man, I never thought about it like that. And then now you have a whole different lifestyle change or personality change or purpose-driven field life that they're able to relate to because of the words that you're putting out.
There's some follow-up questions.
Sure.
Do you think you were, like, because we're both believers and we both know what this would mean, and people probably won't know what this means, but like, do you think you were in love with hip hop before God? Like you put, if your priorities were mixed up, do you think hip hop came first? The trend based, like, because like to a certain extent, hip hop in the essence when it came from, was it the Bronx or Brooklyn? I think it was the Bronx, like 1970s, and that one random party, and they were doing the DJing, the breaking. it's very shallow in nature. Like there's no way to get around it. Like even J. Cole when he raps, it's like, oh yeah, I'm inward this, inward that, I'm the God, this and that, and he's making all these arguments and all these proclivity, I'm sorry, is that okay with me saying okay? Would you say that it's that you were chasing after something shallow versus the deep intrinsic value of what we would call purpose or religion, and we probably God, the true God? Would you say that hip hop was more of your God at the time?
I wouldn't say hip hop was my God at the time, but when you're talking about being shallow, I feel like before I met my friend who was in college and I heard how he was rapping the lyrics that he was putting out, I was listening to all types of, you talk about J. Cole, especially like, actually I wouldn't talk about that.
J. Cole's really, this is conversation. J. Cole is I put him above Kendrick and Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's the Nas of the generation.
He's one of my favorites.
I think Kendrick is whack. I think Drake is whack, and I think it was all manufactured. I think all of it was manufactured. Yeah, you can put me on the record as saying that. I'll put that out there too. You tell everybody say that. Kendrick's whack, Drake's whack. I think J. Cole's done more for both. I would argue that Drake's done more for people than Kendrick Lamar. I know people won't believe me, but I don't care.
I feel like J. Cole, okay, so first of all, let me say this. When you talk about J. Cole, like here you say, I'm a God, all of that stuff. I do not agree with any, like, because Kendrick's done it too.
I was saying it's a shallow thing, saying I'm the
That's
best.
what I'm saying.
I'm the God, meaning I'm this.
Yeah,
I'm speaking in metaphor and analogies.
All I'm saying is just because I've heard that, I mean, they're my influences. So like, I've read into the lyrics a lot, and like I've repeated them. I mean, I've recited them so many times. So hearing that, it wasn't like they had that before, but like when it comes to now, like they're really spouting that. I don't like that, to be honest, because like, don't get me wrong, like they're the greatest to me. And I mean, like there's other artists that are really good. Even I feel like here in Oklahoma City, to be honest. But I'm just saying, like them three, they are like up top. But when you start spitting that type of stuff, you're talking about little G, because you're not a big G at all. You're not God at all. I don't like that. So like I feel like that I was chasing that before, like the shallowness of it, to the point where I was, to be honest, I think about Ecclesiastes and like the futility of even just wisdom, the futility of status, the futility of it all, like to where it's just kind of, you're chasing the wind. You're chasing the wind, and it doesn't, when you're chasing the wind, it's all just meaningless at the end of the day. You can sit up here and spout all of this other stuff and saying you're the God of this, you're the God of that, and saying that you have all of this status, but what is that really going to bring you at the end of the day? And so I had to step away from that shallowness and step away from just the, like I said, just the meaningless of it, because I'm trying to bring upon something that is, me and you talking about, sustenance, wholesome, something that is going to be fulfilling for people, to where they're able to grow, because that's all what it is at the end of the day. It's also about love at the end of the day too. So thanks.
Yeah, I mean, you're not chasing after little G, you learn to chase after big G. I've always, when I talk to people, it's just a hypothesis. I've never talked about it, but I think hip hop was an answer to I don't want to get into the weird words, but the systemic issues people were facing, or perceived issues they were facing. Like it was supposed to fill a hole, but like it never really fills a hole, because hip hop to me is kind of like, if it's not connected with like a true higher purpose, it's like a vampire. It's just more, it eats more and more and more and more. Like it needs more and more and more from you. And it's youth driven, it's trend driven. Like not hip hop versus rap. It's like separating water and oil, ain't it? It's again, it gave an idea, it gave identity to some people that didn't feel like they had anything. So like the wordsmith aspect of it, like, and that it doesn't really satiate the soul's needs, whatever. It doesn't satiate this spirit, this idea of hip hop or rap. It never satiates what really is inside of you. Because especially if you're chasing the glamorous side of it all. Not like the Killer Mike side or the, because Killer Mike says, I'm your rapper's favorite rapper. I'm saying everything he wish he would say, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what would you think about that? Like, it doesn't satiate, it doesn't solve as much as people want. It's very self-centered. Unless it's up to the person, guns don't kill people, people kill people. Are people using hip hop for the good or bad? Does it help change things? Really?
Well, I feel like, do you know where I got the wordsmith from?
Okay, let's start with that. Why'd you change your name to Wordsmith? Why the Wordsmith? Why Psych the Wordsmith?
So I started out as being, actually my first name was Infamous Supernova.
Hot day! You might as well just been Hey Poppy.
And you know what's crazy? It's still on YouTube, bro. That channel is still on there.
It's still on SoundCloud?
It's still, no, YouTube. There's a whole channel, Infamous Supernova, I kid you not. And I got away from that, and then I thought about just psychotic, because like the flow was crazy. So I was thought about being crazy. Then when I got to talking more about God, I just kind of went with psych. Well, really it was psyche, I guess, because I had the E on the end, and it was just in the mind, you know what I mean? I'm like trying to get you to think. And so then, Psyche, the band, you know them, right? Yeah, I didn't know either. So like they hit me up on Facebook, and I was like, hey, you're using our name, and you can't do that. And we're going to have to, do something about that. And you got to change it, or something's got to happen. And I was like, wow, that's crazy, bro. Because like, why are you hitting me up? But I just took off the E, and then I did Psych the Wordsmith because I thought about Chance the Rapper. So I just did Chance the Rapper, but I didn't want rapper. So the Wordsmith is from, you ever heard the show about the Get Down? Mm-hmm. So they had the term wordsmith, and I was like, well, I love words. I love the etymology of words, things like that. I just love, increasing my vocabulary, which I have done over the past time. I have, and not just lyrical. I want to make sure it actually make sure the words have meaning in the sentences that I use for my raps, not just loosely. Now, don't get me wrong. I've had raps that just be like, if it sounds good, I'll use it. But most of my songs, I'm intentionally using those words and the phrases so the logic is built inside of it. So the structure has complete purpose for you to understand where I'm coming from, so that way we can connect as fan to artist. So I did the wordsmith because I have a lot of words that I love to use. And some words I'll think about it, I'll learn every day, and I'm like, I could use that. But I also want to make sure I use a definition, because I'm trying to think of the term that malapropism. So I learned about that when I was at Harding, and one of my friends, his name is Timothy. I can never forget it. He the one that taught me about malapropism. And I think I had said another word or something was in the sentence. He was like, yeah, that's a malapropism. I'm like, bro, what is that, bro? And so like ever since from that day, and I was like a sophomore in sophomore in high school. And I'll never forget, like I never want to have a malapropism in any of my songs. And I try to make sure that it makes sense before I like sit up there and post it or write it. Because I've definitely deleted a lot of verses where if it didn't make sense or if it was just lyrical schmirical, I'm like, nah, we can't do it, because I don't want to have that reputation. And also, not even just about the reputation, just the purpose behind it. So that's, if that answers your question, that's kind of where the name was generated from. So.
Do you feel like hip hop kills or helps? Kills or lit? Do you think it breathes life or kills people right now?
Depends on the artist.
Do you think majority of artists kill or help people live?
All of the artists that are unknown, I think they help. And all the artists that are falsely known, that kills.
What is falsely known?
Auto-generated, falsely generated algorithms.
Can you give me an example?
Ooh.
Can you drop names of who you think are like
names? Oh no, I just see stuff on TikTok and it's just like I listen to it, and even on Instagram, it's like somebody that randomly popped up, and I'm like, and then they'll have their clip of whatever they're rapping, and I'm like, and people are like, man, this is fire, and they're talking about nothing. It's just no sustenance. So like, I share stuff or like things that are aligning with what I want to give my audience as well. So people like, I'll say, people that I agree that are good. I don't know if you're, well, he don't go by Cliche anymore, but his name
Cliche.
Christian. He goes by Christian now. I said it.
Christian.
Yeah.
Christian's a Christian.
I mean, but he
crazy thing about Christian, he was my first interview ever.
Really?
And I lost everything.
Man.
And the audio is bad. And I was so ashamed. I never contacted him again.
Man.
And I tried reaching out to him again. I shot his music video when he was up at the church downtown.
Uh-huh.
I shot
recently?
No, like a couple years ago in the summer. And I wanted to work with him ever since, but like I moved past that part of my life. But yeah.
He's one before because he all
him and Original Flow, like
that's what
they're beasts.
They're on top. Like I feel like that's how I feel, and like even like we talk about Sherman, like Worm, like he's more of the wholesome artist that I've grown to know. The artists that I don't know, like I couldn't tell you the names, bro. Like how you saying hip hop kills, because it's like at that point I feel like it's not hip hop, because it's just like it's fast food rap, bro. Like they just want people want to hear
rap. That's fun.
People just want to hear what they want to hear. All these types of lies. And
I call it pop rap.
Okay. I just don't. I mean, it's not.
I think it became pop music. Nobody wants to admit it, but like I think Future, Drake, and all them are pop music. They don't. Nobody wants to be called pop music, but they're pop music. They're not. They're just Billie Eilish, just a black dreaded Billie Eilish to me. Like, yeah, come on, man. You're talking about doing drugs and killing people. And did you really kill somebody? Like, then why are you saying it? Like,
exactly.
Like you're selling a false bill of goods, but at the end of the day, it's us. It's us listening to it, us propping the whole any industry up, guns, money, like organic food, planes. Like we're the ones, we're the ultimate ones with the power in our hands, you know. But
I mean, to be honest, because if we just don't listen to them, they could just generate fake plays. But
yeah. That's the crazy thing. Listening to Russ. Let's get back. Let's keep going. What do you think about? So how, like, you're 31 years old, correct?
31, yeah.
Why are you still trying to be a rapper at 31 years old in Oklahoma? Like, what's the whole purpose behind it? Why? Like, why?
I would say at first it was when we talked about being shallow, right? And just the status behind it, and just more of a lower level of purpose to feel something that's not gonna fulfill you in the end. And now it's more so, I keep going because God has given me the everlasting talent and the everlasting will to continue. Because at the same time, I got to I'm now, my purpose is like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, as long as someone's changed by it, that's the bigger purpose rather than being well known. I don't want to be renowned like that anymore, like I used to. It's just more so like, I've had people talk to me, like they'll be like, man, I just listened to that song you dropped, and keep going. Like those are the type of instances that I not necessarily look for, but I've gotten, and that's happened in reality to where that keeps me pushing. Besides God talking to me on a daily basis, saying, you got to keep this going, you got to keep it going, because it's the talent. Because if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. So, that's just how I feel. So that's what the purpose is now, just to the point where it's more of a deeper purpose, to where someone is changed by it, not thousands and thousands of people. If it's only one or two people that come to me and they're like, hey, man, I was having a bad day, and I listened to your song, that changed my motivation, that changed my outlook of things, my insight. That's better than being on top of it.
Are you Are you motivated to get beyond media at all? Like, to like maybe hit up churches or hit up different venues? Or is this just a expensive hobby for you?
So I've done that in the past where I've gotten in church, like contact with churches and stuff like that. And I maybe need to do it again, but like I'm not discouraged, but kind of more so jaded, because like if I'm not gonna sit up here and continue to, reach out, if I'm getting the same response. Like if I know if that's not where I'm supposed to be, or maybe God is leading me somewhere else, I'm just gonna keep creating, keep posting, keep sharing, because you just never know. So like I feel what you're saying, like as far as going to churches, but I mean like even the church that I'm in right now, and like it's no shade or nothing. It's just kind of like they know. Like I told you, my pastor, we grew up together. They know that I do music. They've seen the posts and stuff like that, and I think there was one time I like had my party there and stuff like that. I asked them, and I mean it was just kind of I don't know how to explain it. It was kind of a delay, like of just even getting the approval or getting, the kind of go ahead, like it's okay. And that kind of like not pushed me back, but it's just kind of like it made me think about I'm just gonna not be the church, but like in a way, like let God just move the music and be the church itself. If that makes sense. Like I want to reach out to other churches, but I've done it in the past and they kind of like brush me away. So I'm just gonna keep doing what I do, and if not waiting for them to reach out to me, it's just more so like if there's an opportunity to where I can move that way, then I will.
Okay. What has been the greatest part about like writing down your lyrics, and like, can you pinpoint a moment where you knew it was helping you, like how rap and music and like good like pre-Christian and after Christian, like where you're like, I loved it, like you wrote something and you might not release it, but like you knew it was good for you. It's for your soul. Like is there any particular moment you can think of right now that just where you're just writing by yourself? You know what I'm saying? Where you're just like, I don't even care if people see this. Like I just love this. Mm-hmm. Like I've taken photos like that. I've shot videos like that on my phone. Like I'm shooting photos on my iPhone, my children, and like I love photography, so I can do everything. Yeah. And I'm not even. I haven't even sent them to my wife. My wife now gets on my phone and scrolls through my images. She's like, "Why haven't you sent these to me?" I was like, "It's just I love my children. I love my art, and I love that I can take good photos of my kids." Yeah. It's generally me photographing them. It's not like you get what I'm saying. That intimacy with the art, like that intimacy with being who you are. Like, can you think of something like what you were writing about, who you were thinking about, what motivated it?
Yeah, I would definitely say it actually pulled me away from my vice of like, drinking, because like get to the point where I probably like when I was working at UPS at the time, that was probably my worst time, like really down bad when it came to like alcohol, because like that, and I have no problem saying that, like, because that's when I was really dealing with the bad. And there was a point I was just writing certain lyrics. But for me, I'll write it, but I have to hear it. So like after I record it and mix it or whatever how it sounds, I think there was a song, I can't remember the name of it, but I just know I was really deep into the reason as to why I fall deep with just drinking, right? Like I don't know, like I really had this whole setup in my mind to where the comfortability of it all overpowering the goodness of God. And like I had to lay it out to the point where I was writing, like having a conversation with myself and God at the same time, to the point where it was questioning my faith, because it's like, why would I have this bottle Lord of my life when the Lord is that I've been knowing my whole life has already been with me, and has never forsaken me. but I had this inanimate object. I mean, not inanimate, but it's there, but it's not going to bring me anything of my soul. And I let that be Lord of my life, you know, more than God himself. So I feel like that has happened to me. It's just like I said, I have to like actually record it. And there's only been a couple of songs where I haven't released, and like you're saying, like the intimacy between, you know, but with the art itself, like to where I'm able to reflect, because the reflection is reevaluation for me is something that has really helped me out a lot in life, and that comes with writing. And I feel like a lot of things that God has brought me out of, where I should have been in jail, I should have been dead, I should have been, man, I should have had like a whole bunch of diseases or something like that. I'm just being real. Like I should have, it's a lot of things that God is protecting me that I don't deserve, bro. Like, and I write about that, you know, like that brings me closer to him on a level that I'm able to be more vulnerable with everyone that's out there. So I do agree with what you're saying as far as the intimacy when it comes to the art of writing. And like you said, with photography, you know, things like that, that's something that's very specific and very primary for you in life that will allow you to develop yourself wholeheartedly.
How bad was the drinking?
How bad was the drinking? Man.
What was your favorite drink?
It got me. What?
What was your favorite drink?
At the time, you ever heard of schnapps?
Yeah, that's cheap.
Yeah, I was.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said the S word. That's cheap. That's cheap.
Yeah, it was really bad. It got to the point where, and I don't have a problem saying it because I already said it before, but I got fired from drinking at work, bro. Like
you were.
Yeah, I got fired, bro. Just because I was thinking that I was good because I had lessened my value of it. And like when I talk about schnapps, I was drinking harder stuff like that, like Everclear and stuff like that, bro. Like I was doing stuff like that, bro, like crazy. So now, like, I mean, not now, but when I got that job, I had lowered it to where I wasn't drinking like a higher percentage, and I think I was good. So I went to work one day, and it was crazy because I told my parents too, and they were like, my mom was pissed. She was mad at me. And so like, it was really bad. Like, and she knows. So like, I'm just glad that I don't have that. The devil doesn't have a foothold on me like that anymore, to where I really like just jeopardize, something so important like that, to where I'll just let something that is lesser, something that is not as significant, this bottle, to really overtake me to where I'm not carrying on my life anymore. And so that's really how bad it got. Like to where I let a job, like I'm like, I don't care, I'm good. Like God got me. That's self-righteousness and just ignorance at its best. Bro. Yeah.
What led to the drinking? What was going on in your life for you to drink so much? Can you talk about that?
Yeah, it wasn't really no depression or nothing like that, bro. It was just like comfortability. I love the feeling of it. And like, I'm not a really depressed person, bro. And like, normally, like, that's what you would think it would be, or if it was anger or just outright, you know, just neglect from God and stuff like that. No, it was just, I liked the feel of it, and I was just very addicted to it. And that's all it ever was. I like to drink and eat. Like, that's it, bro. Nothing too crazy.
So, did you quit drinking after losing the job? Or did you keep on
drinking? I quit for like a cool 7 months. I went 7 months. And if I do drink now, I don't drink hard liquor anymore. Just because it's highly detrimental. If I do have a glass of wine, I just stick to wine now. I can't drink nothing else, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it, bro. Yeah, man.
Okay.
I'm thinking about actually going to AA too. I've been thinking about it a lot, to be honest, just because, which I say I have no problem just expressing it, because I think that's something that a lot of people deal with, you know, in a day-to-day basis. And I think that I'm open enough to Because I mean, I put in the music, so like everybody already know, and it's just something that I've gotten better at, but it's still a problem, you know.
Drinking's still a problem?
More so to the point where, why am I still drinking wine? Because I mean, even though wine is not bad, but I'm trying to, you know, let me say this. I used to smoke a lot too. I haven't smoked in 3 years, and that I cut that like God did that. So I don't have I cut that. I repented from that a long time ago.
Why repent from smoking weed? Because it comes from the earth, and everybody says it's not as bad as drinking. Like, why quit?
I seized.
You seized on marijuana?
And I love my life. So I was like, and I feel like, I'm not saying God did that, but everything that's good and bad does come from God. So I'm saying that was a occurrence that opened my eyes, because I know God ain't done with me, but we do speak, you know, we can. The wages of sin is death, you know what I'm saying? So like, I just feel like that was an eye opener for me, and I stopped. And that's what I'm trying to do when it comes to drinking too, because I feel like I do want to ultimately repent from just drinking in general. So I feel like if I can do it with marijuana, I can definitely do it with drinking. Yeah, man. Do you smoke?
No, I had a glass of wine tonight, and I shouldn't have. I mean,
what kind of wine you drink?
It was just cheap wine, just cheap little bottle of wine that my wife, just like Barefoot or something from like the store.
Barefoot.
Yeah. I don't buy like I don't like
expensive stuff.
Yeah, I had a really bad run. Mine was way worse. I had such bad alcohol poisoning.
Really?
This past summer last summer or summer before. Well, last summer I had such a bad reaction that I was hypothermic.
Oh, wow.
Like, my wife put 8 blankets on top of me. Wow. 110 degree heat of a house. Like, the heat, and I still couldn't get warm. I was cold. I was hypothermic. I was throwing up. I threw up Gatorade. I was throwing up water. I slept in the bathroom for an hour or two, and then I slept outside on the back porch patio area for a little bit. I was so gone. Wow. But that happened because I had fasted for like 3 days straight, and then like another time I don't drink as much anymore. Yeah. I probably won't drink a whole lot for the rest of my life, just because I was suicidal and I drank 3 bottles of wine by myself one night, and I was going to hang myself. That's not good. Yeah. I think I already told you that, and I think I did, but I think I remember my pastor, he was my pastor at the time, said, you can do everything, but not everything is beneficial. Like, you can smoke weed as a Christian probably, here legally in Oklahoma. For sure. But how does that look to others? You know? And I think if you think of it like that, instead of good or bad or right or not wrong, like, if you think about within the community you're a part of, as long as it's a healthy body or semi-healthy body, like, yeah, you probably shouldn't smoke marijuana. Like, yeah, exactly. Like, this individuality as a Christian is kind of like, it's good, but it's insane to me, you know? Like, so we can talk more about that later. I feel like we covered a lot, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
What do you... Study of being. What do you think is the most important thing as a hip-hop artist, as a Christian hip-hop artist? I think most Christians are stupid. Like, stupid. No. Stupid is such a terrible word to use. I don't care. I think most of them are like this idea of, I'm a Jesus follower, I'm a Christian, I'm not a Christian hip-hop artist, I'm a hip-hop artist that's Christian. It's like, bro, like, you're a Christian hip-hop artist. Like, you make music that's Christian, that clearly sounds Christian, that clearly, like, stop avoiding it. Like, it's like you're ashamed. It's almost like ashamed in a way, like a weird way. But they can do that, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm a Christian. I'm a fundamentalist. If you don't like it, boo-hoo. Like, and I've told that to transgenders. I told that to I'm telling my pastor, I like to masturbate and drink. I'm not a Christian anymore. That's who I am. And you don't like it? F off. Like, and I think you shouldn't say F off, but there should be like I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian rapper. Yeah, I had an issue with it? Okay. So you believe gays are going to hell? If they don't change their ways, I mean, people are going to burn. I mean, like,
homosexuality.
but that goes with like alcoholics. That goes with people abuse. That goes with everything. It's like the gap between us and God is sin. That gap of that sin. You think of sin as a gap instead of action based. Like if you think of the gap versus action, that's what matters, you know. So like, what do you think is the most important thing as a Christian pop artist? Like, not just worshiping God and reflecting God, but like right here, like when you're writing and when you're being an artist. Not that you have to always talk about God, right? You know, like I listen to Andy Mineo, he's everywhere, and he says some weird things sometimes. I'm just like, you're towing the line with that, Andy. Come on, man. Yeah. His new album's kind of weird.
I haven't listened to it.
I listen to Reconstruction. That's good. Yeah. That's good. I still don't like some of the things they say. I think they're it comes from a jaded heart, but I like both of them a lot still.
Yeah, I feel like,
But back to the question is like, what do you think is the most important thing as a Christian hip hop artist?
So I'm gonna start by saying I'm the same way because I literally just wrote a song. Like I feel like not being ashamed, but I feel like I am a Christian, but it comes with that. Like I feel like I don't deserve it sometimes and that's something I'm trying to work on. Like as far as how I am, and I told you my vices and everything. Like I'm not as bad as I used to be, but it's just a fact. I know nobody's gonna be perfect, but it's just a fact that like I feel like I don't deserve that title. But besides that, I feel like the biggest thing as far as being a Christian artist is influence. I feel like that whatever it is that you are actually promoting and what you're actually conveying to your fans, to the people that are actually listening, it needs to be concrete, it needs to be true. As long as you stay true to yourself and stay true to God, I feel like that's something that will open up a better channel for others to actually see who you really are, to actually see where you come from. And that goes from like they first hear your stuff, like your music and everything leading up to now. And even the people because people know me personally. And so, I've shared some things like I've shared today, like with certain people on a personal level. And when I was like back in my 20s and now they see me here and they have not, congratulated me like, or just give me, make me feel that, I'm not doing the wrong thing or I'm at least, trying to get better. But I feel like I said, just going back to the same question, it's really influence. It really is, and authentic, being authentic, to the point where you're not just having a theme-based type of, what's the word for it? Like just albums, like having a theme-based discography, like to where you're just, now it's just kind of you're building upon, what is the word? Not theme, but it's narrative. There we go. So not just having a narrative to where you're just being a facade the entire time. You need to be true to everyone. Everyone knows that nobody's perfect. Everyone knows that you're not perfect. Everyone knows just because you're a Christian, you're going to fail. Like it's gonna happen. God didn't say it was gonna be easy, and I feel like people need to see that you can't just be good all the time. People need to see your flaws. And I feel like I'll say it in one of my songs too. You don't want to let everybody know everything, but if God has laid it on your heart to share that, then I feel like that's fine. And I feel like that's a piece that people need to see, because how are they going to grow if they can't relate? So.
Okay. I think we need to just move on to the acapellas now, but I'm going to go with like top 5 songs. Not like top 5, meaning like they're the best ever, but like the top 5 songs we listen to right now. Just like top 5.
Anybody?
Yeah. Who's your top 5 like artists you listen to? Christian, not Christian. If I was to scroll through your Spotify playlist, like what's rocking?
Wow. Through a Spotify playlist. We're gonna go through that, and that'll probably be like right now, Tierra Whack, Princess Nokia, Lecrae, and I would say who else? I would probably say, who was I just listening to? I guess I could just go with him. There's 2 other people I know. I'm just saying it's probably gonna be Childish Gambino, and then we'll just say J. Cole.
Gambino hasn't come out with anything good in a long
Is that
time.
right?
Gambino hasn't come out with anything in a long time.
Cameo.
Childish Gambino.
Bro, that's what
They all get rich and they disappear.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you doing, man?
It's like Andy Mineo's song about Andre 3000. Have you heard that one?
Yeah, I listened to it. I'm like, I gotta really re-listen to it because I'm like,
he's like, this is not a diss, but but what are you doing? Like Cole, I stopped listening to Cole after
which one?
For Whom the Bell Tolls, I think. For Your Eyes Only.
That one? You talking about For Your Eyes Only?
Yeah, I stopped listening after that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and then he came out with his live album.
2014. You talking about the
live 2014?
Yeah.
I think that's literally his best thing ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, you ever heard that? You didn't hear listen to KOD, bro?
Oh, KOD's pretty tight.
KOD go hard, bro.
I like KOD. I like all of his stuff, but like my favorite was Born a Sinner.
Oh yes.
Born a Sinner. My favorite was
Born a Sinner is under, bro.
But like then there was 2014 Forest Hill Drive, which was like, how do you top? It didn't really top it. It's like on the same line.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
And then I listened to 2014 Forest Hill Drive live.
Yeah.
And I listened to that working out. I listened to back to front.
Okay.
Every song.
Uh-huh.
Every song.
Yeah.
Every song. I'll listen. Every song. I haven't listened to that album like that since Eminem's Recovery. Ever. I don't even like Eminem. I think Eminem's a broken soul that doesn't want to be healed. And he's still trying to live. He's healed and he's still trying to act broken. I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of people anymore. I listen to a lot of country and like AI music.
AI music?
AI 50 Cent? AI 50 Cent? AI 50 Cent?
Have you heard it was this AI one with Kid Cudi, the one that did Day and Night? That one went hard. I don't know who. I was somebody on TikTok, but they did that AI with it. It was like a rendition, like it was like 50s or something.
Yeah.
Bro.
Any 50s Eminem? 50s Dre, Snoop? Any of the 50s rap into AI soul is what?
Yeah.
What? It's better than the original.
That's what you use AI for.
And then how does Eminem sound black? He goes from sounding like a nerdy white kid that's angry to sounding like a black oppressed man. And it's just like color switching on me, man. All right, so the music. Do you have your lyrics? Do you have it memorized?
Yeah, man.
You ready?
Yeah. How long is it gonna be?
This is already running at 48 minutes.
No. I'm talking about the acapella. How long did you say?
Just do you have
like a snippet of it? Because I got some.
Do you have anything worth that? How about this? We're going to stand you up. You get a break. How do you stand up? You stand up. I want you to stand up and do this.
Okay, yeah, I'm down with that.
That stool makes your butt sweat a little bit.
That's right. I'll let it still dry, man.
Look at you, all grown up and stuff.
Oh, shut up.
You're gonna make some man happy someday.
What?
Just messing with you. You have no white friends, I can tell. You have no white people.
I do have white.
No, you don't.
I do have white friends. I just don't
associate with them.
No, it's not associate. I just don't hang with them. I don't really hang with a lot of people, to be honest with you, bro.
I'm the most guy time you've had in a long time.
Honestly, yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day.
That's sad.
Hey, life be life, bro.
Yeah. Okay. So Let's do no, that's I don't want it to seem taller than you.
Yeah, man, you sound short, right?
Not yet. Like a turkey. Gobble gobble. Okay. All right, so let's do the first one.
Okay.
And let's do acapella and do it okay. Let's just start doing it from the top, and then say the name of the song, and then just 3 beats, 3, and then start, and then let's hear it the first time.
Okay. All right, this is a pressure. The best was oppressed, still oppressed, but we blessed. I've been sitting there so long watching the anger, the rock.
Is it harder than that? You don't like it?
Let me do it again.
All right, hold on. There you go, right there. Stand right
Can we
there.
just do it? I can just start.
Yeah, we'll stay on the same song. Give me, I'll cancel it.
All right, this is the pressure. The best was oppressed, still oppressed, but we blessed. I've been sitting here so long watching the anger, just watching it build up. The pressure is getting deeper. My people are fed up, bringing choppers without the cleaver. I mean, what you expect? For us to act nice, for us to act right. Why are you killing us left and right? I mean, cut us some slack. Just because we black don't mean you have to make us out of a fact, an example, to use it as a sample, to put in the books with your so-called history. Really, it's a mystery because nobody knows what truly happened. They're leaving stuff out, and this is why I'm rapping. It's further, yeah.
Alright, was that the entire first verse?
No, that was not the verse. Nah, man.
It's harder than it looks, huh?
Yeah, man. I haven't learned that song. I will listen to it today.
What about your current songs? Do you have anything current? Don't worry about that.
Okay, I got your current.
Do you have it memorized?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I got it's called Closure Part 4.
Sherman made it. His name Sherman, right? Worms?
Yep, Worms.
Sherman said you had your...
Which one?
You were tight. You had your shit tight. He said you're ready to work.
Alright, let me do the other one. I'll do the other one. Like, that's why I'm asking, like, how do you...
Just
how long does that have to be?
Just do it until you feel comfortable. I just wanted a verse.
Mainly. Just
want one verse that you...
Alright, let me do this next one.
And you don't even have to do with all the... Just act like you're talking to me about it, you know? Just almost like a monologue, you know what I'm saying? Don't do the... Like all that extra hand stuff. Like you don't have to bring the attitude. Just talk it out. Like it's almost like a
Genius.
Huh?
Like on Genius.
What's that?
Genius?
Yeah.
Genius?
Uh-uh.
That's how they be doing on Genius. They just like literally say the lyrics.
Take a step back. Take a step back. Let me flip it. One more step back. Let me get right there. All right.
All right, this is Closure, Part 4. So many times I've been thinking about you. So many times I put you first before the worst situation will ever rise and bring a rehearsal. Like a communication that we be dealing with the person is the reason I'm waiting for another person that's lurking deep inside of me. My soul is left within the quality of nothingness. It's feeling like there's nothingness that's on the way because I lost the time to pray. I made it that way on my own behalf because you always made me laugh. You made me feel so happy even when I was really mad. I mean, there was a time I didn't want to be next to you, but you seemed to captivate me with the radiance of your complexion. Progression was the motivation of our relationship. I mean, it's hard to... Oh!
You're kind of rushing through it a little bit. Just take it.
So? It's because it's not the beat, bro.
I know. Just don't like. Yeah, that's probably right. For the beat.
That's how the beat goes.
Oh, I know. But just take a breath.
Okay.
Breathe a little bit. Just have some peace.
Okay, director.
You're a douche. Same song. Same song as the last time.
This is Closure Part 4. So many times I'll be thinking about you. So many times I put you first before the worst situation will ever rise or break a hearse. So lack of communication that we be dealing with the person is the reason I'm waiting for another person that's lurking deep inside of me. My soul is left with inequality of nothingness, feeling like there's nothingness that's on the way because I lost the time to pray. I made it that way on my own behalf because you always made me laugh and made me feel so happy even when I was really mad. I mean, there was a time I didn't want to be next to you. But you seem to captivate me with your radiance of your complexion. Progression was the motivation for our relationship. I mean, I feel I hate to get. Here, I'm gonna play it for you, bro. Listen, this is how it goes, fam.
I'm just gonna have to start when I meet the next guy. Also, hip hop's hard. It's a hard like. I want to edit you together, say something bad.
You said what?
I'm gonna edit all the videos together, make it sound like
That's great.
I like man.
You're wild.
Who made the beat?
Sunday. You seen him before?
Mm-mm. Oh,
Yeah,
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday. So many times I'll be thinking about you. So many times I put you first before the worst situation will ever rise and bring a hurts. The lack of communication that we
You
need
produce
with
it
the
too?
person is the reason I'm waiting for another serum that's lurking deep inside of me. My soul is left with inequality of nothingness. It's feeling like there's nothingness that's on the way.
It's very old school.
Time to pray. I made it that way on my own behalf because you always made me laugh, made me feel so happy even when I was really mad. I mean, there was a time I didn't want to be next to you, but you seemed to captivate me with the radiance of your complexion. Progression was the motivation for our relationship. I mean, for real, I hate to get dramatic, but I'm so emphatic about the issue at hand. No, I'm a different man. You know, I try to take a stand in order to change my ways because I know I'm full of it at times in the scenic face. Caught up in a daze while I'm trapped up in this maze.
Went back to that Gambino inflection.
By the bullets of this pain, metaphorically it came with the chamber of secrets that had me aimed within range. It's that flow state, the most weight of time given from the hands of the Father. I die for this like a martyr versus coming much higher than evil.
Nice. You don't have to listen to that when I get home.
Yeah, that's one of mine. That was 2023.
Oh, it was? Is that what you're releasing today?
No,
No.
yeah, no. We're supposed to actually have another project soon.
How